Okay, so earlier we talked about break even, the break-even point, which is clearly a concept in business and finance, and I stated that I wanted to transition to some concepts in health so that we can get beyond just talking about business and still continue to discuss the idea of what's in it for the student. However, since I'm now talking about the formula of a straight line, or the equation of a straight line, y equals mx plus b, possibly one of the coolest formulas in, or equations in math, despite its simplicity, and perhaps for that reason, I still want to continue on the business and finance concept just a little longer to make the transition a little bit more clear. So, with that said, we can easily tie this back to the break-even point, and I'm still writing with my left hand, and this is not to scale, but this is supposed to be the Cartesian square. I'm going to try to make those lines a little less jagged. Okay. Whatever. So this is the x-axis clearly, and that's the y-axis, and that's just a way of saying inputs on the domain here, and the range, the y-axis is the output. So you can imagine a table, right, with x, and then y, and all those x values would be over here when we do a little bit of algebraic geometry, and all the y values, the outputs, would be over here, especially if it's an actual function, which would be a whole other video. And there's lots of videos already out there on this. Okay, so we know this is the x-axis. We also know that I have limited room here, so I want to redo this guy. We also know that we have different quadrants. So in this quadrant, everything's positive. This, everything's negative. So here would be the y-intercept, which is what B represents. And that's, again, a technical definition of what B is, where the value of y, where x equals 0, where that input we just talked about is 0, what is the value of y? And that would really be the fixed cost and the break-even point. And I have about a little over almost 4 minutes here, so I'm going to end the video there.